Hello, I'm Cassandra. I'm the host of Book Cheapskate. We're running through the top 10 free Kindle books featured today on bookcheapskate.com. Happy Wednesday, everyone. It's October 22nd, 2025. As always, I'm joined by my co-host and bookworm sidekick, Steve. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning. Yeah, I'm really excited about this list today. It's not just, random freebies. It's a really cool mix of genres, stuff that's actually trending, cozy mysteries, dark fantasy, even some serious military sci-fi. It just shows free can mean a great way to jump into a series people already love.
That's exactly it. So our mission today, basically,
Yeah.
you've got the list. We treat them like sources. We're going to pull out the interesting bits, the stuff that tells you why these specific books are making noise. Think of it as your shortcut to finding great reads without, spending anything.
Okay, let's do it. Starting at the top.
Right. Book 1, the Darcy Sweet mystery box set. And wow, talk about value. 6 full cozy ghost mysteries for free today. It's got all that classic cozy stuff, the bookstore, the quirky cat, but the twist, a spectral great aunt who keeps chiming in.
Yeah, and what's great here, I think, is Darcy herself. KJ Emrick really nailed the cozy protagonist.
Yeah.
She runs a bookstore. I mean, who doesn't want that job?
Right.
But she's reluctantly psychic. She didn't sign up for this ghost whispering thing. She's just trying to live her life, and that conflict, that's what pulls you in. It keeps the paranormal stuff interesting, but it doesn't get too heavy, Stays cozy.
Exactly. And the tension is really good, too. She keeps getting involved in crimes because her dead aunt gives her clues. And then there's the detective.
The skeptical one.
Yeah, who happens to be her sister's partner. He thinks she's just, meddling.
But she's actually solving stuff with invisible help. It's brilliant.
And we have to mention the cat. The sources say it's psychic, too.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Apparently the cat helps the ghost sometimes. A real scene stealer, they say.
Having 6 books means you really get to see things develop. Her powers, the romance.
Yeah, it's a proper binge read waiting to happen. Great value.
Okay, let's switch gears completely now. Book 2 is The Fear of Winter. This one is intense, dark, atmospheric, a missing person thriller set in Fraser, Colorado. It sounds pretty bleak.
It does.
Nah.
And what makes it stand out structurally is the timing. It doesn't start right when the girl, Megan Floyd, disappears. No, the author jumps ahead a whole year.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So the frantic search is over. The case is cold. Hope's basically gone. The dad's marriage is falling apart. The real horror here is that slow burn, the not knowing.
Wow, that's a smart way to handle it. It's less about the initial panic and more about the long-term fallout.
Exactly. It becomes a study of emotional endurance. So the father hires these investigators, P.I. Marshall York and Hannah Jacobs. And looking at the sources, they're both kind of broken too.
Oh, how so?
Well, Marshall feels guilty about an old case, a missing kid he couldn't find, and Hannah. Her own sister's murder was never solved, so they're both carrying this heavy personal baggage into it.
Jeez. So everyone's haunted, basically.
Pretty much. It really ramps up the stakes.
And there was something else. The missing girl, Megan.
Right. The sources mentioned she had a dangerous second life.
Okay, so not just a straightforward abduction then. Secrets involved.
Definitely suggests some twists and moral gray areas are coming.
Okay, let's cross the pond for book 3. British crime this time. The Voodoo Killer. It's the first D.I. Stephanie Broadbent thriller. Premise is, burned-out detective goes home to Surrey Hills for peace and quiet.
And finds a serial killer instead. Naturally.
Of course. And this killer uses voodoo dolls.
Yeah, that's the hook. And it's terrifyingly specific. The killer leaves a doll, and it predicts exactly how the next victim will die.
Whoa.
It creates this really visual, really creepy ticking clock for the police. They're not just hunting a killer, they're trying to stop a prophecy.
That's clever. Gives it real urgency.
And Broadbent, the detective, she's got her own issues. She fled this town 20 years ago, so there's past trauma there. You just know her past, and these current murders are going to collide somehow. The personal stakes are sky high right from the start.
Okay, switching it up again, big time. Book 4, Finding Delaware. This one's LGBTQ plus romance, but sounds really intense. Enemies to lovers. Taylor, who's like this motocross bully, and Huxley, the popular athlete he's secretly crushed on.
Right, and we need to be clear, the sources really emphasize this is not light reading.
Yeah.
No, it deals with some really dark stuff. Toxic dynamics, violence, internalized homophobia. Apparently Taylor's dad is abusive, and that's where a lot of his aggression comes from. He bullied Huxley because Huxley knew his secret.
Wow. Okay. So it's complicated.
Very. And then to make it even messier, Their parents get married.
Oh, the step-sibling thing? Forced proximity.
Exactly. Guarantees fireworks, explosive conflict is pretty much baked in.
So this sounds like it's for readers who want something emotionally raw.
Definitely. It's about earning the happiness. Going through the pain first. That kind of unflinching honesty really resonates with some readers.
Gotcha. Okay, related genre next. Romantic suspense. Book 5 is Secret Acquisitions. This is set in Silicon Valley. High tech, high stakes. January runs a security company, needs funding fast to stop this massive corporate spying thing someone's bugging phones.
And guess who she has to ask for money?
Let me guess. An ex.
Close. Her old college crush, Mark Taylor. Billionaire, obviously.
Of course.
But what elevates this, I think, is the tech thriller plot. It's not just about the romance. There's real corporate intrigue, security breaches. The stakes feel bigger.
Data privacy, corporate espionage, serious stuff.
But the personal dynamic is juicy, too. It's second chance romance. But, well, she turned him down back in college. Now she needs his help.
So he holds all the cards.
Completely. And the source material literally says he's not the forgive and forget type.
Oh, okay. So expect angst. Lots of angst in Power Plays.
You got it. Sounds like a fun, high-tension read.
All right, prepare for whiplash. Book 6, The Dream of the Iron Dragon. The premise for this alternate history Viking epic is just wild.
Right. Get this. 23rd century humans, almost wiped out, crashed their time machine.
Where?
Viking age Scandinavia. 1,300 years in the past.
Wait, what? Vikings and future tech?
Kind of. Their mission, if they choose to accept it, is basically Vikings in space.
Seriously.
Seriously. They have to teach the Vikings enough science and engineering over decades, maybe centuries, to build a spaceship, the Iron Dragon, to save future humanity from aliens.
That is audacious.
It's a 5-book saga, so it promises this huge multi-generational scope. Civilizational uplift, they call it.
Yeah.
So you've got the immediate danger they're being hunted by King Harold right now, but also this massive, almost impossible long-term goal. It's a really cool blend of survival sci-fi and detailed alternate history.
Okay, that sounds epic. Totally unique. Now, from that huge external scope, let's swing back to something deeply internal for Book 7, Winter Falls. Another thriller, vigilante style, but with a really interesting psychological twist.
Yeah, this one's fascinating. Tom Lewis gets shot in the head at 12, survives, but brain damaged. And the injury creates this alter ego, Jimmy Blue.
Jimmy Blue.
Cold, brilliant, methodical. And 20 years later, Jimmy Blue is out for revenge against the people who killed Tom's parents.
Whoa. So it's like a split personality driving the revenge plot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The injury literally created the perfect vengeance machine. Tom is still there, trying to hold on to his humanity, live normally, but Jimmy Blue is pure, calculated payback.
So it's not just mindless violence, it's exploring justice through this fractured psyche.
Precisely. It sounds a bit like Dexter, maybe, walking that moral tightrope. Jimmy Blue is brutal, but the planning is meticulous because of that 20-year gap. It makes the character compelling, even when he's doing terrible things.
Intriguing. Very intriguing. Okay, next up, let's dive into dark fantasy. Book 8 is Entranced. Fey world horror elements. Our hero, Clara, is an obligate.
Like an indentured servant.
Right. Stuck working in the king's library for 15 years for a crime she doesn't even remember.
Yeah, and this is enemies to lovers turned up to 11. Like pure visceral hatred. The prince of the doomed city hates her. Hates her more than anyone else in all the world.
Yeah.
But he desperately wants to buy her obligation, her contract.
Wait, he hates her but wants to own her servitude.
Exactly. That contradiction, obsessive hatred, driving this need to possess, screams massive, probably devastating backstory between them.
Okay, and the forgotten memories thing.
Ties right into it. She doesn't know why she's there, why he hates her. So you have this vulnerable librarian in a super dangerous Fey court dealing with this morally gray, obsessive prince. The lost memories basically guarantee huge, shocking reveals about her past and why she's earned his special attention.
Sounds intense, dark and twisty. All right, shifting to pure sci-fi action now. Book 9, A Reign of Fire. This is military space opera, high adrenaline. The core idea is like Dunkirk in space.
Yeah. A desperate rescue mission. Expeditionary forces trapped behind enemy lines in the Arcadian sector. Got to get them out.
And the structure sounds cool, too. Multiple perspectives.
Very effective.
Yeah.
Think Battlestar Galactica or The Expanse, how they show different facets of the conflict. Here, the author gives us 3 key viewpoints.
Okay.
First, Captain Cutter. He's doing the big picture fleet strategy, the logistics of the rescue, high-level stuff.
Got it.
Then Lieutenant Richards. He's flying a Viper squadron, so you get the intense cockpit view space dogfights.
Nice.
And finally, Private Goebel, boots on the ground, fighting with mechs against the enemy, pure desperation.
So you get strategy, space combat, and ground war all at once.
Exactly. Gives you this really comprehensive, immersive view of the war against the neo-hegemony. Sounds like nonstop action.
Definitely covers all the bases for military sci-fi fans. And finally, we wrap up the list with Book 10, a true classic, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Yep. A great reminder that free often includes foundational literature. You can get absolute cornerstones for nothing.
And its importance really can't be overstated, can it?
It's not at all. L. Frank Baum's book from 1900, it's arguably the first big American fantasy novel, the first uniquely American fairy tale. And its core message was pretty radical for the time.
Which was?
That authority figures like the wizard can be frauds,
Yeah.
fallible. And that real power, things like courage, wisdom, heart, that comes from inside you, the individual.
That's a great point. Very American, in a way.
Totally. And for anyone who only knows the movie, the book is way darker and weirder.
Oh, yeah. Like how?
Well, the famous shoes. They were silver in the book, not ruby. Changes the whole meaning, really.
Huh. Didn't know that.
Yeah. It's essential reading if you want to understand where so much modern fantasy came from.
Absolutely. What a list. From cozy ghosts to Vikings in space to Oz. Incredible range.
Tells you there's quality free stuff out there in every possible genre.
Well, thanks for joining us today. And remember, if you want to download any of the books we've mentioned today for free from Amazon, visit us at bookcheapskate.com and you'll have all the links right there. But do it now. These books are free today, but might be back to full price tomorrow. Also, along with those freebies, the site has a ton of specials on deeply discounted Kindle books and also a heads up on the best new releases. Every morning, it's all brand new. Steve, we'll do it again tomorrow.
Sounds good. Until then.
Until then, keep on opening new worlds with great books without opening your wallet. And whatever you do, remember this. When you read,
Your mind becomes its own kingdom.